Hey guys, Maxman RC coming at you real quickly. As you can see right next to me, there is a rig, and it's a new one for me. And I've been wanting this one for a couple of years. I finally said it's enough time for me to wait, and I went ahead and picked it up. I want to give a shout out to my local hobby shop, Strictly RCs. They were phenomenal in helping me get this rig, and also helping me out by swapping out the connectors from the Traxxas, because it is a Traxxas model, from the TRX connectors to the connectors that I'm going to be using. So what did we get? I'll show you. Actually, you know what? We'll wait till we get upstairs. Let's go. So here we go. Traxxas Summit. This is a 10 scale version, as some of y'all know. I do have the 16 scale. Big shout out to Pull Pins by Jackson. They donated that little RC for the Chops cars, which I promise I will make a video about those soon enough as to what it is, what Chops cars is, and everything like that. But waited 2-ish years. Let's not wait any longer. Let's pop this guy open. Now, like I mentioned, this thing is brand new, but the body shop did help me out and went ahead and swapped the connectors. And here we have the original connections. We have the original Traxxas connectors, along with the pins, which you know, it is what it is. And we got the new connectors. If you guys can't tell, these are Dean's T, and I already know what I'm gonna hear, and I already know what's coming in the comment section. Why Dean's T on gray, blah blah blah. Y'all gotta remember, even though this is a 4S rig, it uses 2S batteries, and every single battery I own is a 2S. Every single 2S battery and under that I own has Dean's connectors, because every single rig that I own that's 2S and under has Dean's connectors. They've been perfect for me for years, at least a good 5-6 years. Beforehand it was Tamiya plugs, then I went over to these guys, and I have had no issues whatever. So let's go ahead and yeah, let's see what else we got here, shall we? So we got the connectors. We're gonna put these to the side. Now comes the good part. Styrofoam. All right, now that we got the foam out of the way. Oh, that looks so pretty. Now, all these pictures that y'all gonna see me take, y'all can find these on the Instagram or Facebook. Sound like an old man. You can find them on Instagram or on Facebook. If you want to see the rest of if you want to see the pictures that I'm taking right here. So, here we get the instruction manual. You know, your run-of-the-mill stuff. Instruction manual, spare parts, spare clips. Oh, good on you, Traxxas. Actual spare clips, like body clips. All the fun little stickers, performance guide, tools, because we don't have enough tools already. Right? Actually, they do have a lot of tools included in this. It's actually a really decent toolkit. I actually don't have my my EDC, my EDC with me, so we'll have to go old school and use scissors. I'm mainly curious about the toolkit. Summit tools. The branding on this thing is pretty decent actually. So it looks like we get an L wrench, which is basically you know, tires and so on and so forth. Although I don't think this one's for tires. This black one more than likely is the tire one. I mean, there's a whole bunch of tools in here. That's actually really, it's actually really impressive. I'm not even gonna lie. You can probably take the whole rig apart with just this toolkit. Good on you, Traxxas. Good on you. Toolkit gets put back in. Let's see what else we got in here. Hardware. Alright, so includes some foam washers, extra body clips, battery retaining tabs, and yes, I have to see what they were because I had no idea. Y'all gotta remember, in all honesty, yeah, I want to say this is my very first brand new Traxxas that I have bought in a while. So I don't even, I've gotten Armas, I've gotten Red Cats, Low Seas, you name it, but I'm not a big fan of Traxxas, and but I figured this Summit just caught my eye, so it just, everything that comes with it just caught my eye. And but yeah, I mean, nice little hardware kit it includes as well. So between the tool kit, the hardware kit, the stickers and everything, I'm impressed. I'm actually really impressed. Now, yeah, I'm gonna torture y'all for a second here. Let's see what's in the box, which actually isn't that heavy to begin with. You get the 4-channel radio. Obviously, everything's already built. The ESC, a 775 motor. All the fun toolkit that includes quick start guide, and obviously the ready to run truck. Now this one actually is ready for your Traxxas link, which is the Bluetooth link, and all you'll need would be AA batteries and Traxxas batteries, or just batteries in general. This guy can either run on LiPos, which is what we're going to be running it on, or nickel metal. So let's take a look at the other side. There we go. Locking transfer cases, and explains the engine, quick release battery, doors, the shocks, the drive shafts, all that fun stuff. Enough mumbo jumbo. Let's go on ahead and actually bring it out. Let's see what's on the other end of the box. I want to see that radio first. And yes, I am partially doing this on purpose, because let's face it, it's fun to just mess around like this. So on the other end, not only do we get more styrofoam, we also get the radio, the transmitter, the radio, the controller, whatever you want to call it. Now, the radio itself, pretty, I mean, it's pretty decently built actually. It does feel a little cheapish, but it is what it is. Tire foam is actually really nice. So you get the steering trim, multi-function, which I'm guessing you can switch around, menu button, set button, and this little guy is what locks and unlocks the diffs as far as I'm concerned. Overall, just your basic, I believe, 5-channel radio. So all in all, it's not that bad. 4 AA batteries. Just like that, 4 AA batteries. Oh, TV magic is wonderful. Power's on. See, now here's the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this radio. Honestly, I just don't know if I'm gonna keep this radio. My Radio Link and the GT5 are 6-channel radios, and honestly, I mean, this right here, come on, it looks like that switch was an afterthought by Traxxas. You know, they're like, oh hey, you know what, we got all these channels, we forgot to add an extra switch. I just drill a hole through the top, put in a toggle switch, which feels like it's metal, I'll give them that, but probably just throw in a toggle switch and call it a day. I mean, yeah, I really don't know if I'm gonna be keeping this radio, honestly, and I just don't know. We'll have to wait and see. First, let's actually take a look at the car. Let's put the radio somewhere safe. Now, I think we've waited enough. Oof. Just looking at this thing. Like I said, you'll be able to find all these pictures on the Instagram. And on Instagram under MaxmanRC, or on Facebook under MaxmanRC, or you can also check out Chop Shop group, where you'll definitely be seeing this thing. But enough is enough. Let's bring the puppy out. Oh my goodness. Whee. Oh, this thing looks like it was worth the wait. Wow. All right, let's take off the plastic here. All right, body comes out, plastic comes off. Now, body. Oh, woo! I told I had asked Slim to pick the color for me. He went with purple, and honestly, oh, just look at how that glitters. I could not be happier with this purple. Look at that. Body isn't that. Body's actually pretty rigid, and I'm actually going at the cheap portions where they don't have the roll cage around. So all right. Body is actually pretty decent. One thing I noticed is, unlike the 16th scale Summit, the top light bar does not light up. So I don't know. I mean, I know it has multiple lighting already, but it just seems like after all that lighting and the money that they ask for this thing, you could have just thrown 4 extra LEDs up on top, which I might just do that later on. But overall, I'm actually really happy with it. Let's take a look at the actual truck. Making space here so that I know you can't see it behind the scenes. I'm just making some quick space here so that yeah, so nothing falls off or nothing gets damaged. Alright, so the truck does come with a couple of zip ties, which makes sense. And that's basically holding the arms, the suspension, so that it'll fit inside the box. Which, again, smart move. So let's go ahead and cut them off. Now, when you're cutting them, you do have to be very careful. Grab better scissors. You do have to be very, very careful because of the fact that you can tell right away, especially back here, the zip tie goes right next to those wires for the LED lights. So you don't want to cut any of those wires off. No good. Strong zip ties. All right, so I would say technical difficulties, but it's really not. It's just a very impressively strong zip tie. Okay, we got the zip ties off. I use TV Magic, because, well, just easier. So, there it is. Just looking at this thing is, oh my god. It's amazing. Let me bring you guys down closer for a better view. Okay, so let me go over to the other side. So here it is, the actual truck. And I gotta say, I mean, I am actually quite, let me bring you guys a little lower, impressed with the truck, and I knew I would be. That's why I decided to go ahead and grab it. So as you can tell, it's got the onboard suspension, which again, you know, not too shabby. Let me grab his little friend. The size difference is extremely hilarious. So yeah, this is actually the 16th scale, which I hope is kind of obvious. This one's actually a 16th scaled Summit, which, I mean, this thing was a blast to just drive. So I'm hoping that the 10th scale is just as fun. So everything on the Summit is actually stock, except, as always, the actual connector, which is Dean's. As you can see, same thing with these guys. This is what Strictly went ahead and helped me out with, was swapping those guys to Dean's, because like I mentioned, all my 2S batteries and under use Dean's. Now when looking at the truck side by side, basically, obviously, as it should be, they're a clone copy. You got the onboard suspension on both of the vehicles, motor sitting on the top, transmission at the same place. ESC is a little bit different. One's on one side, the other one's on this side, but let's not be picky about it. The other thing that's not stock with the 16 scale version of it that I own is actually the servo, because the servo went out on me, and well, I mean, it is what it is. So that's actually not stock, but everything else really, and oh yeah, and the receiver, it actually has a Spectrum receiver. So yeah, I have no idea what happened to the Traxxas thing. Overall, they're pretty much the same vehicle, any way you look at it. Like I mentioned, the only difference is yeah, both Summits have LED lights in the front and the back. This one has it. The 10th scale actually has the lights on the truck itself. It doesn't have any lights on the body. As for the 16th scale, it actually breaks them apart. It has 2 lights on the truck. The 2 front has the light bar, which is also LED, which again, Traxxas, it shouldn't have had taken you. It shouldn't have been that much of an issue putting an LED light bar on the 10th scale Summit. And it also has, both of them have taillights. This one actually has the taillights up on top, and there's no taillights on the chassis on the 16th scale. So let's see what all the hubbaloo, what all it is about, what all this is about. Let's slap some batteries on the 10 scale, and we're not gonna run it here. We just want to see how some of this stuff works, and yeah, let's go take a look. Okay, so we're just putting the batteries in. This, I gotta say though, one of the other things that I really don't like about Traxxas that much is their battery mounts. They're just, I don't know, they just don't make a lot of sense to me. You know, they just really don't. I mean, is it so difficult to put the battery on the top of the rig like most, you know, every other single car company does? This, I know the main reason they probably do this. There it is. Main reason why they probably do this is so that you buy their batteries, which fit perfectly inside, but nah. Not spending more than I have to on a Traxxas. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Alright, gotta make sure that it's off to begin with, and it is. Both batteries are plugged in. See, probably the only thing I don't like about the truck is the purple beadlocks. I'm not too happy with that color, but you know, the body itself makes up for it. Alright, golden rule, people, golden rule. Radio turns on first. Radio is on. Let's go on ahead. And it's alive. Oh, that is so nice. Now remember, this Traxxas is more, it's not really a basher. It's really not. This is more of a, I want to say it's more of a crawler than it is a basher. But it'll work for either or. Now, I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's a motor trim. Might actually be the steering. No, yeah, no, that's the steering. It sounds like. See, and that's the problem when it comes to these kind of remotes. You really don't have all that option to work on the trims, because I don't know if you guys can hear it, but that's a servo trying to work right now, and it's a steering servo, all right. Honestly, because of that, I'm pretty sure the steering servo is not gonna last very long. Okay, so as we all know, if in case you don't know, this actually comes with a 2-speed transmission. I probably shouldn't do that when it's moving. See, now it's stopping a little bit. Okay, so the servos and everything is working as it should be. So let's take a look at the front here. So what is it that I'm doing? Okay, so basically here. Alright, so diff is locked in the front. We switch it, unlocked. In the rear, same thing, unlocked. Basically feels like they're completely free right now. And there it is, locked. Completely locked diffs. This thing would be amazing. Yeah, this thing would be, ooh, I love that. This thing would be amazing when it comes to crawling. So let's go on ahead, let me put it on the ground and let's see how it runs. But beforehand, let's turn down the lights real quickly here. Let's just take a look at the front headlights and the rear tail lights. Now let's go on ahead. Let me get rid of this table. Okay, and now I don't know if you guys can still hear it, but that servo, that. See, honestly, this is the reason why I think twice about when I purchase Traxxas. It's the reason why I think twice about purchasing Traxxas vehicles. I mean, really, nothing I do on the remote. That just makes it worse. Yeah, nothing I do can quiet that servo. So, I mean, that just made the decision for me to go on ahead and swap out the radio to one of my own, where I can actually manage properly the trims, the sub trims, the mixes, and all that stuff. Granted, you could do all that with this guy if you get the Traxxas Link. I know you're able to get more into it. Honestly, though, just no on my end. The truck is in good. The truck is good. I like it. I can't wait to give it a shot, to give it an actual rip. But for now, that servo sound, that's just not sitting quite right with me. But I have a feeling I'm definitely gonna have to replace that servo sooner than later, unfortunately. But nevertheless, let's see now how this guy works. And I know we usually don't do this, but I'm actually going into the instruction manual because I'm actually curious about something. Alright, so the multifunction knob, according to the Traxxas booklet, okay, the multifunction knob is actually just a sensitivity for how the tires steer. That's about all there is. So yeah, high gear, low gear. We know neutral, brake, reverse. The toggle switch, that seems like an afterthought by Traxxas. Click it back, you unlock the diffs in the neutral position. The front diffs are locked. In the forward position, both diffs are locked. So unlock all the diffs, lock the front diffs in the neutral or both differentials locked in the forward facing position. And again, I'm sorry, but Traxxas, y'all gotta figure out something with that switch, because that switch, it seriously seems like an afterthought. Like I mentioned, hey, you know what? We put this on this car. Let's just. I have another space for this room for this switch. What should we do? Just drill a hole and go to your local automotive shop and buy a toggle switch and call it a day. For almost, this truck actually dropped in price. The truck in general used to be $500. It dropped down to $449. All right, so for $500, you would imagine, number one, they would have put lights on those light bars up on the top, and number two, they would have thought of something better with that switch. And I know I'm trash talking Traxxas, And I know, and I'm gonna call y'all out. The Traxxas fanboys are gonna be all over me, but it is what it is. You know, you might not see it, but yeah, this switch looks like an afterthought and makes this remote, and it makes it look like it belongs to WL Toys. So anyway, so let's take a look at it here. Let's see what we got. Right now we have the low gear on. Let's unlock the diffs. Ooh, hello. Alright, front diffs are locked. Now remember, when you have differentials locked, you don't really want to be turning. Alright, for low gear, not bad. You could definitely crawl with this, for sure. Alright, switched it over to the high gear. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell it picked up speed here. Alright, let's see what it can do here. Let's go with low gear again. Let's lock all the diffs. Let's just see if it'll drive up a wall here. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That is the stuff of nightmares. That is the stuff of nightmares. The way this thing just crawled up. That is actually pretty impressive. Alright, let's unlock the diffs. Okay, diffs are unlocked. Okay, that was actually really impressive. Like I said, that is more like the stuff of nightmares. The way this thing just crawled up. We're still in low gear. Let's see here. Okay, the diffs are unlocked. Yeah, okay. Now remember, I don't want to get these walls dirty, so yeah. I'm locking all the diffs. Yeah, like I said, that is really impressive actually, and that is in fact the stuff of a nightmare. So wait, this thing just crawls up. Okay, not bad. Let's gently pull it back. Unlock them. Alright, I'm actually, you know, like I said, I trash talk, I know. Especially this remote. It looks cheap with that switch up on top. But overall, the rig's not bad. It's really not. It can crawl. Definitely, it can definitely crawl. And, but let's be honest, you're gonna need a big place to crawl that thing. But besides that, I mean, I'm actually really happy. Let's go ahead and put the cover back on, body. So give me 1 second. All right, the battery is back on. I mean, not the battery, the body is back on this thing. Now let's do this one quickly. Lock the dips. I love that factor that you can lock them. I swear to God, that is the stuff of nightmares. Boom. That is just, whew. I'm really digging the way that looks. Little brother doesn't want to be left behind. Little brother needs to work on the steering trim. That's why I decided on a Summit, on a full-size Summit. This thing, I've wanted it for, like I said, the past 2 years. Thanks to Sonny Manning from Pull Pins by Jackson for donating this little thing for Chop's Cars. And honestly, this thing has been a blast. All the kids that have played with this thing have loved it. Y'all can see. Yeah, see that? It's just, this thing is amazing. It does require the wheelie bar because this thing's a wheelie bar. It's a wheelie monster. So, but let's see. Of course, this thing doesn't have lock dips, so that's not gonna be it's not gonna happen without me getting that wall extremely dirty, and I don't really want to do that. Overall, though, I gotta say that both of these rigs are amazing. They're fun, and honestly, I'll clean the wall in a second here. Nope. That's the difference between locked and unlocked differentials right there. If the 16 scale Summit had locked differentials, this thing would be able to climb no problem. Overall, I gotta say, let's bring them both down. Well, that one down. Unlock diffs. Yeah, as you can tell, I am having a little fun here. All right. Okay, so final thoughts. At least on this guy. Is it worth it? Yes. Am I happy? Not that anybody else would care, but yes, I'm actually very happy with it. Only two things I gotta say with it. Number one, at the original price point of $500, you mean to tell me y'all couldn't afford it 4 more LEDs for the top? Just like this guy has it? I mean, come on, Traxxas. Come on. Secondly, this seriously looks like an afterthought, guys. It really, really does. And I know the chance of somebody from Traxxas watching this are slim to none, and even much more less of them caring. But, I mean, this seriously looks like an afterthought, okay? It really, really, really does. It's just like, hey, you know what? We forgot we had to add another channel on here. How are we gonna fix this problem? Oh, you know what? It's okay. Here's the easy solution. Send a little Justin down the road to the hardware store. Have him pick up a couple toggle switches. We'll use those. There you go. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually what happened. From there on out, everything... Y'all hear that? Yeah, that's a steering servo. So needless to say, I'm definitely gonna swap out this thing to either my FlySky or my Radio Link, because I'm hoping that maybe I can fix the trim with either one of those. If not, then I guess we'll get a new servo for it. Not a big deal. Other than that, definitely worth the money. Very happy with it. I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna give this thing a good rip. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this thing, and I'm sure of it. Hopefully we don't break anything. Am I gonna leave it stock? Most definitely. If anything, if I can find, the only thing I'll be doing is changing the arms to RPM arms, because, well, yeah. From there on out, honestly, but I won't do that until after something breaks. But from there on out, it's gonna be staying stock. It's perfect the way it is out of the box. Somewhat perfect, minus the servo. And it was well worth the wait. Honestly, it really was well worth the wait. Now, its smaller counterpart, I got nothing bad to say about it. Definitely nothing bad to say about it. It is a wheelie machine. It is a speed machine. It can crawl, provided that you don't need... I was just looking. The wall's a little dirty. You don't need to do very steep climbs, because it does have open diffs, closed diffs, and this thing will be an amazing little crawler. Out of all the chops cars that I have in the fleet, at least on my end, this is actually one of the most favorite ones from that the kids like to use, and even some adults actually. I don't know if it's the speed on it, I don't know if it's the fact that it's a wheelie king, a wheelie machine, or I don't know if it's all the pretty lights, or the fact that it looks like a monster truck. Point is, a lot of the kids love using this guy in comparison with any of the other chops vehicles that are on my end. And I know for at least once where after doing this, the family actually went out and purchased one of these guys, or might have been a Titan or something like that, but I do believe it was a Summit. I'd have to look back and see, from the hobby shop, basically right after they left, playing with this guy. Overall, once again, I want to thank Sonny from Pull Pins by Jackson for donating this to us for Chops Cars. A lot of kids have actually had a lot of fun with it, and it's doing its job. It is keeping kids happy, and it's bringing more people into the hobby. From there on out, thank you guys for sticking with me. I know the video was a little long. My videos usually are. But yeah, overall, well worth the money. I couldn't be happier. So that's about it, guys. Thank you very much. This is Maxman RC. Have a good night. Alright guys, well that's it. Overall, great. I just want to say a quick thank you to Strictly RC for helping me find the Summit, helping me grab it, and also helping me with the battery connectors. You guys are extremely helpful. Y'all know what you're doing, and you guys are amazing. For anybody watching this, if you're in Illinois, if you're closer to the Chicagoland area, Strictly RC in Norwich, Illinois, perfect. They'll help you with your nitros, they'll help you with hard to find parts, they'll help you with basically anything. Not to mention, that shop itself, it's amazing. You know, it is amazing. So once again, thank you very much, Strictly RC. You were extremely helpful in my search for the Summit, and in a lot of my searches for hard to find parts. And thank you, Slim. You basically made this possible for me with your knowledge and with your patience for me. So thank you again.